The state of grace is a condition in which all growth is effortless, a transparent, joyful acquiesce that is ground requirement of all existence. Your own body grows naturally and easily from its time of birth, not expecting resistance, but taking its miraculous unfolding for granted, using all of itself with great, gracious, creatively aggressive abandon. You were born into a state of grace, therefore. It is impossible for you to leave it. You will die in a state of grace, whether or not special words are spoken for you, or water or oil is poured upon your head. You share this blessing with the animals and all other living things. You cannot fall out of grace, nor can it be taken from you. You can ignore it. You can hold beliefs that blind you to its existence. You will still be graced, but unable to perceive your own uniqueness and integrity, and blind also to other attributes with which you are automatically gifted. Love perceives the grace in another. Like natural guilt, the state of grace is unconscious in animals. It is protected. They take it for granted, not knowing what it is or what they do, yet it speaks through all their emotions, and they dwell in the ancient wisdom of its ways. They do not have conscious memory again, but the instinctive memory of the cells and organs sustains them. All of this applies in degrees according to the species, and when I speak of conscious memory, I'm using words that are familiar with you. I mean a memory that can at any time look back through itself. In some animals, for instance, the rising of such conscious memory is apparent, yet still highly limited, specialized. A dog may remember where he saw his master last, but without being able to summon the memory and operating without the kind of mental associations that you use. His connections will be more of a biological nature and will not provide the leeway that your own mental conditions allow you. The dog does not recall joyful appreciation of his own state of grace from a past, nor anticipate a recurrence in any future. With the large freedom provided by the conscious mind, however, man could stray away from that great inner joy of being, forget it, disbelieve in it, or use his free will to deny its existence. The splendid biological acceptance of life cannot be thrust or forced upon his emerging consciousness. So to be effective, efficient, to emerge in the new focus of awareness, grace had to expand from the life of the tissue to that of the feelings, thoughts, and mental processes. Grace became the handmaiden of natural guilt then. Man became aware of his state of grace when he lived within the dimensions of his consciousness as it was turned towards his new world of freedom. When he did not violate, he was aware of his own grace. When he violated, he fell back into cellular awareness, as with the animals, but he felt consciously cut off from it and denied. The simplicity of natural guilt does not lead to what you think of as conscience, yet conscience is also dependent upon that moment of reflection that in a large measure sets you apart from the animals. Conscience, as you think of it, is caused by a dilemma and a misunderstanding of the conditions set upon your physical existence. Conscience arose with the emergence of artificial guilt. Artificial guilt is still highly creative in its way, an offshoot made in man's image as his conscious mind began to consider and play upon the natural, innocent guilt that originally implied no punishment. This marks the end of Seth Speaks, The Nature of Personal Reality. This is Chapter 9 in our Part 1. Let's talk about it. So here, Seth describes the state of grace as an inherent, effortless condition of all existence in which growth and life unfold naturally and joyfully. This state is intrinsic to all beings, including humans and animals, and cannot be lost or taken away. However, humans can become blind to their own state of grace due to certain beliefs, unlike animals who live in it unconsciously. Seth emphasizes that love perceives this grace in others, and that humans, with their conscious minds, have the freedom to recognize or deny this grace. The state of grace is closely related to natural guilt, which is instinctive, which is innocent, unlike artificial guilt that arises from human consciousness and societal constructs. If you've enjoyed this reading, please consider giving it a like. Share it with a friend who might like to hear this as well. And of course, subscribe for more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any videos. What did you think about this particular passage? Please leave it in the comments below. And I am Tony Victory, a wolf uncaged. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you.